You're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe? It should be more natural for us. It should flow out, brother, like this. Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe. Here we go. Welcome back to Hanging with the Herons. This is an episode of 365 movies in 365 days in 3 minutes and 65 seconds. Here we go. My name is James. Our movie for this episode is Beverly Hills Cop. It's hilarious. There's some great action. The first scene is incredibly action-based. They don't make things the way they used to. And how much did this cost? It was nuts. Like, the first action scene really gets you sucked in. So I love this film in its comedy, in its action, in its suspense. The cast is probably too long for me to go through in its entirety. Phenomenal cast. We're gonna highlight the big main characters though that are definitely reoccurring, a couple that aren't reoccurring, but even the wonderful Paul Reiser, who we were talking about in some of our previous films, we're going to highlight. The wonderful Judge Reinhold, who's been in everything from films like the movie Stripes to The Santa Claus, and even TV series that have spanned animation and live action, such as Teen Titans, one of my all-time favorites, and one of my all-time favorite TV shows, Arrested Development. Then we also have the amazing Ronny Cox, who's in such films as RoboCop and Total Recall, and then also in the film Captain America, which is the 1990 version. He's now also in the acclaimed show True Detective, who, David, giving you a quick shout out, has recommended to me as a great series starring one of my least favorite actors, so I will check that out for sure. So John Ashton, who hasn't had the biggest film splash, but has had some appearances in some of the major TV shows of the 80s and 90s, such as the TV show Dallas, Wonder Woman, Columbo, and even The A-Team. All huge productions in their TV history as far as impacts they've had in entertainment. Then of course our star Eddie Murphy, who's been in everything from The Nutty Professor, Shrek, Bowfinger, 48 Hours, Trading Places, always funny, always really great. Eddie Murphy's fantastic. Let's get into those quick fire facts. This is a unique episode where we're actually gonna offer a trivia question. First person to message me and get the question right will receive a mailed to you t-shirt or coffee mug with my face on it and our episode's logo. So 365 movies in 365 days, boom. The question is, what major classic motion picture is mentioned in one of the heavy action scenes in the film? Now let's get into those quick fire facts. It took 5 years to make the script as it was, and a lot of it was still being rewritten as they were filming. One of the actors actually had the script in his hand while they were filming the scene. It's pretty great. In fact, I noticed it last night and I thought, wow, that really kind of is interesting for that character to hold on to that piece of paper, and it's interesting the way that it's shaped, and it kind of framed my thoughts around that, which is really funny that I read this recently. Of course, Eddie Murphy improvised a lot of the film too. Sylvester Stallone along with Mickey Rourke were slated to be Axel Foley in the beginning. The funny thing about Sylvester Stallone is he dropped out or fell through or wasn't able to be committed to the role simply over orange juice not being available for his trailer. Really what it ended up being is Sylvester had a large enough name for him at that point and had successfully written several movies, including the Rocky movies, where he didn't really need the film necessarily, so he rewrote it the way that he wanted to, and the studios felt like his rewrite was way too expensive with all their effects and whatnot. Last quick fire fact, Martin Brest that refused multiple times, including disconnecting his phone so they couldn't even get a hold of him, but they kept pressing him, and he ended up flipping a coin over whether or not to do the film, and there you have it. So coin flip decided the director of the film, and here we are with a phenomenal film. Please go and watch it. If you've never seen it before, let me know what you think. If you have seen it before, how is this review? What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? And please answer that question in our direct messaging on YouTube only through our YouTube email, and we'll be happy to send you that prize. And this is James with another 365 movies in 365 days in 3 minutes and 65 seconds. Boom, we're done, we're out. Peace.